Hello everybody, this is Kate. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm literally just doing a process video. I keep trying to figure out how to do music on my videos, but since I haven't been spending a lot of time concentrating on that, I still haven't figured it out, partly because I don't use my computer for anything. And so all of my videos are on my iPad, and doing music on my iPad, very difficult process. In fact, I haven't, I think I'm supposed to know how to do it, but I can't figure it out. Anyway, this is, let's see. This card is from April 28th, so it was my 28th card of the month and my 118th of the year. I recorded this one because the colors were lighter, and so it was a lot easier to see the drawing going on. If I had a less hectic month coming up in May, I would be really interested in just doing time-lapse videos of all of my mandalas, but since I do them at work, it would present some timing and lighting challenges if I tried to videotape them. Anyway, I have also been pretty bad at posting regularly. Part of that is because I'm having a hard time coming up with videos to post, but what I'm realizing is that most of the people that I follow post the same thing over and over again. I mean, there are little differences like color and pattern and whatever, you know, but for the most part their projects are relatively similar and people like it anyway. They still follow along. So I'm going to stop being self-conscious so that I can get better at this, so that I can get better at making videos. And then once I'm better at creating the content, I'll worry more about making the content prettier and more varied. How's that? Anyway, so my goal in May, along with doing 31 more cards, is to also do a video every week. So 4 videos. I guess technically in May it could be 5, but we're gonna go with 4, just to make it a little easier on myself, because I am traveling in May. I'm very excited about this. It's been a year and a half since I've been back to my hometown to see my mother, so I'm really excited about doing that. And I got a new car, which is also very exciting. It's the first time in my adult life that I have an actual new car. In fact, it's only the second time in my adult life that fourth time in my adult life that I've gotten a car, but second time that I'm gonna have it long term. Anyway, I'm very excited about it. It's very pretty and it's blue, which is definitely my favorite color. So going back to my card here, as you can see, I was feeling the lines and the dots. I don't often use the same pattern on the inside and the outside, but it fit really well this time. And usually when I do the lines and dots in the center, I have a little bit more of a random pattern going on, but the grid I had created lent itself really well to just having this up, down, up, down, up, down pattern, so it worked out and I like it. If you're wondering, this video is sped up 4 times, so what you're seeing is 4 times faster than what I would normally, like if you saw it in real time. This is another one of my favorite patterns. A lot of people ask me how I do straight lines, and this is actually something, first of all, they're not really straight lines. Like, no human being can draw a truly straight line by hand, but you can get a good approximation of it. The trick that I've learned from several people here on YouTube is pulling the pen toward you always helps, and move the paper. Don't try to keep the paper in one position. I know most people when they're drawing don't try to keep the paper in one position, but it's really important to move the paper so that it's in a comfortable position for you to do the thing that you want to do. So as you can see, I'm just constantly rotating the paper so that I can get a good position to pull the pen toward me. And another good trick is that if you're really having trouble with it, practice with a thicker pen. Like, the finer the line, the easier it is to see the wobbles. So if you use a thicker pen, you're gonna get, it might not show as much detail, but your lines are gonna look straighter, even if they're a little bit wobbly. And the real thing is just, most people aren't going to be looking too closely at your work, so realize that the minor imperfections that you see are not going to be nearly as noticeable to someone else who checks out your work. So the next thing I did here was put in some circles. I'm really enjoying the open circles lately, and I think they work really well at the bottom of this, of the line art pattern that I do. And I have them go around. I think I just do 2 rows, or do I do a 3rd row? Let's see. Oh, yep, I only did 2 rows, and then I come up to the top and I put some more in there. I tend to like patterns that are closer and more filled in. I do try to play with negative space sometimes, but it can be hard. I did give it a few seconds to dry because sometimes I've erased and ended up smearing my pen. Having the paper underneath is a little trick I've learned, because then it's a lot easier to pick up the shavings and get them in the garbage instead of having them all over your desk or your floor. And then we'll get here to the end, and some pictures of the final product are about to come up, some nice close-ups. Yeah, I really love the coloring here. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about my artwork or about my personal life, whatever, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them either in the comments or in another video. If you want to see my art daily, I do post every day over on Instagram at Kajelio, and I'd love to have you follow me over there. Have a great day.